really know how to have this conversation because it's just like it just happened, kind of. I have a book. It's on wedgeaholics.com. It is a memoir of all of the diaries that I've written since I was 18, and they weren't supposed to be read by anybody, nobody ever. And then one day, a few years ago, and if you read the author's note, you can check it out, but I decided to put my story out there, and I still have books to go, but I stopped writing about a year ago because it was getting too close to like present day, and it just was not, it didn't make me feel good, it made me feel like anxious, so I had slowed down and stopped. Also, my website is actually held by some motherfucker who won't give me admin rights to it. So eventually what's going to happen is I'm going to restart at some point because I don't, it's like my own intellectual property is being kept in space by some fucking dude who just doesn't let me have any admin rights. It's just complicated. So I haven't been updating it. But for now, there's the first like 7 or 8 chapters that are up there maybe. And there's a character in there, her name is Lauren. I was roommates with Lauren. We had a very close friendship, but my point of my story is that Lauren used to get drunk on Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Mondays, and climb into my bed and hook up with me, and if we were out all together, like on the weekend, she would still like hook up with me. Like there was times like I would walk into the room and she would throw me against the wall and start making out with me, which is yay, all fun and games. Got to a point where like we spent nights like in the same bed, like spooning, nothing crazy, talking, you know, cuddling, all that bullshit. And Lauren had a boyfriend, and in my head, I'm just like, all right, this bitch has a boyfriend. It's not even anything. Like, let's not get my heart set on anything crazy. But I actually did care about her a lot. And I ended up moving out of the apartment thing we had because it just was too much. Like, I just didn't understand why she kept doing the things she was doing. She wasn't communicating well. And the day that I moved out, you know, she had gotten on the floor, like holding my leg like a toddler and was like, please don't go. I love you, please don't go. And in retrospect, had I been mature enough at that time to understand what the fuck was going on, I would have known then that she actually had genuine feelings for me, but I didn't know. She never told me. So I ended up moving out, and then we didn't talk for like 3 years until I bumped into her drunk one night at a bar. And she told me that she had told her mother that she was a lesbian. Yeah, because of me. She told her mother that she was a lesbian, and I was like, what? Why would you do that? You like, this whole time you've had a boyfriend. I had no idea that you did that. Like, why? And she was like, don't fuck with me. Like, you knew I had feelings. I was like, no, I didn't. And I really, truly did not, because had I did, I probably would have proceeded to embrace all of these feelings, because she was a sweet girl. She was a cute girl. She was hella smart. Like, I liked her. She was, but I just immediately throw that shit out of my head, because that's what straight chicks do. They make out with their friends. So yeah, 3 years later, she had told me that she told her parents that, and I was like blown away, and I was like, well, why didn't you tell me? And then after that conversation, I never spoke to her again. And just now, I just saw on social media that she just got married, and I'm not sad. I'm sure she's happy, but it's just so weird to me because of these things, like because of not being able to communicate your feelings and the stigmas that have to go with being ashamed of like who you are and who you like. We missed out on something that could have been something, and we never had that opportunity. And now I see pictures and I'm like, wow, like I can't believe what I'm looking at. Not because of anything except that like we just missed something. We missed something. And she has not returned any messages that I have sent over the last literally 8-10 years. She's not returned any messages. She's not talked to me. And it sucks, because I just, at one point she was like, we're gonna be friends forever, but who knows, maybe that's fucking goddamn Cupid talking at that time. But yeah, I don't know how I feel right now. I feel like sometimes things come full circle, and I really appreciated her existence, and she was a really good friend of mine, and I really did like her, and she was an alright kisser. But yeah, what's with straight chicks, man? They all say I got this thing that I'm so easy to talk to, and something about me. And she was definitely one of those girls that thought that and felt that. I just wish she was more forward with how she felt. And unfortunately, in this world we live in, you have to be ashamed and you have to feel like shit before you can, really get the balls to be your authentic self, I guess. But yeah, she's married. And that's all I gotta say. Straight girls. Rule number 1, right? We're done.